And when people are being proactive about putting out a narrative and sending other people to talk like a bitch-ass nigga like Steve Stoute. Damn! Who makes up the stupidest stories that don't make no fucking sense. For a man to lie, that's like pause lying on your, like about a girl, like lying about a fight and saying another man ran when he didn't. How much do you hate yourself to get on television? You're so embarrassed about the truth that you gotta lie. And it was witnesses at this particular situation. And what Steve Stoute didn't mention about when he said I ran or whatever, which was ridiculous, was that I was with two girls, he was with a girl, and the other girl I was with, Mackenzie, punched him in his face 6 times with a bag. And his girl tried to grab Mackenzie, and Mackenzie was like, you better get your man, And he was all frazzled and shit. I'm laughing at his stupid ass. And then he got a little close, and Rocky saw I was about to knock his ass out, and the police station was around the corner, so she jumped in front of him, and he pushed her. So he threw a woman on the floor, and I was like, don't even move. And I was like, and he actually tried to run home because he lived up the block from me on Northmore in Tribeca. And I was like, don't run, nigga, I know where you live. When you snitched on Puff, when he cracked you in the head with a bottle, now they're going to have to, they're women. They deserve not to be abused, and they're going to tell on you. And I laughed at him. But the running shit, that shit is crazy. He was definitely frazzled. Because like when a nigga, I guess, gets beat up or gets smacked and someone says, like, yo, what happened? You got to tell some degree of a, story that doesn't make you look like a sucker. But bottom line was, another thing that he lied about was the nigga was in my office, and I was with my brother and my cousin and Jay-Z. And he thought because Jay-Z was in the room that he could get cute, and my son. And what he did was he ass bet me. And he started talking cute in front of my son. And I said, yo, bro, don't ass bet me. And stop talking like that in front of my son. And he talked cute again. And I just gave him a nice left hook smack. I didn't want to hurt him. I just thought that he was being threatening around my child. So I just feel like now y'all should understand why certain people hate me. Because they can't get over getting smacked. And they conspire to actually stop me from, moving forward. And then, they're all weirdos. So I don't want to be in the weirdo club. I'll never be in the weirdo club. I'd rather not have a deal than have to hang out with weirdos. I'd rather just work and grind it out, be independent, and sleep good at night and play with my children. Period. But, when someone, for no reason is always talking about you on TV and always protecting another man, it's obvious that y'all at those little parties talking about, yo, you got to say something and blah, 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 and then you go and do it, but y'all just making it too obvious. You know what I'm saying? I slapped Steve Stoute. And Steve Stoute got on when someone asked him about it. He's like, we had an altercation. We had no altercation, nigga. You got cute and you violated. Because where I'm from, number one, you can't be ass-betting people. But number two, you never disrespect a man in front of his child. Period. Especially when we that young. So, yeah. And then you're going to say I ran and it was like witnesses there. And people know, that's not hard. Especially I done been and jumped by 30 niggas and just fought it out. I'm not the toughest dude, but the running thing, especially in front of women, that's just not going to happen. But why would I run for a one-on-one? And where did I run to? So you got to get your game together. If you're going to be on live TV talking about me, people are going to ask you about things like, yo, why Dame said he smacked you? Why he said you snitched on Puff when he cracked you in the head with a bottle? Why did Biggie and them and D-Rock and them put you in a wig and a lipstick and take pictures of you? That's really, but again, that's just me being triggered and my ego talking. So I'm going to just let that go. What I think we should do, again, is, let's handle it like professional black men. And because we're talking about pockets and shit is, niggas is fucked up, drop your television network. You got United Masters. We could drop an album. We could drop a clothing line. We could drop a magazine. We could drop a book. We could do whatever you want to do. But you're going to have to ask somebody to cut that check to get it done. And you're going to have to cheat. And we know you were cheated. But yeah, that's just how I feel about the situation. So, and then, homie and them dudes, when he was saying this shit, they was looking at him. They didn't even ask him, Dame ran, word. Explain that, what that looked like. And how come you never told nobody all 20 years of this? And you paid, because you shouldn't be throwing a girl on the floor, period. no matter how frazzled you are, or how many times a girl punches you all in your face. You know what I'm saying? With a bag, you know? So, anyway, appreciate y'all. And again, I'm just explaining to you, you could give your integrity away. You can, you know, watch people do immoral things, but you're like, it's cool as long as I'm getting a check. But at some point, karmically, you're going to be responsible. The test is, are you going to look the other way? And are you going to support weirdos? Like, I don't get it. I'm not saying nothing about nobody in particular, but there are some weird things going on that I just won't be a part of. You know what I mean? I don't know why Steve is playing with me like that, but I'm giving him a lot of burn. But he said my name, and I'm trying to figure out how to leverage this to make more people go to America new. Because when you say my name, I'll just be like, all right, let's get some money off it. But the question is, why y'all keep saying my name? That's all I want to know. Period.